It makes perfect. I mean, you can see that side because it is scary. I mean, we have two minds, don't we? We have our evolutionary mind that wants to keep us safe and comfortable and protected all the time, and then we have this other
Yes.
mind that's almost like this has this existential calling to be connected to something greater than ourselves, and we're in this weird state where we can't seem to reconcile the two of them. It's very
Yeah.
interesting, but you have to think as well that because something that I was looking at over the past couple of months was looking back through, what the sacred texts talk about, and Carl Jung was very big on alchemy, which is obviously very outdated now and all that sort of stuff. But before Rene Descartes came along with that whole mind body dualism, the alchemists really perceived the world very much like with what you're talking about, where if they were trying to make the elixir of life and all sorts of things, what was going on in their own mind was very, very it wasn't so separate from reality as what we call it. And so I guess that kind of leads on to my next question, which is how does how do you define spirituality, and where does spirituality come into this? Because this is very interesting.
Well, how do I define spirituality?
Yeah.
For me, it's about meaning. Yeah, it's to me the sense of when something matters, when you feel like it has relevance for an individual. To me, that is spirit. To know the essence of who you are. When you ask yourself, "Who am I?" And you meditate and you observe. Okay, I'm observing the one who's having these thoughts and feelings. I'm observing who's having this kind of a bad or good day. Looking at all that. But then if I'm the observer, what's that? Well, that's spirit. So to me, spirituality gets into that sense of observation of the observer, that awareness
Mm.
of being aware. I think that's the key to it. And then what I find instantly happens is what you touched on, where we have that feeling of being something, part of something much bigger than ourselves. That really matters. And personally, I love to feel that there's a goodness to it. I like to feel that there's this sense of conscious wisdom, love, beauty, knowingness that is so vast and so connected to all that is. So for me, that's what this feels like, and we can give it names. For me, when I look at religions, they often are like blind men and the elephant. Each one is touching a piece of it, and so we've got the perennial wisdom traditions that bring forth a lot of that and start pointing out, look at this. You can see a commonality with these different spiritual paths, and I think there's truth to that too. But this grand hidden order which exists, this spirituality, this framework, to me it shows. I feel that I am infinite, that I am eternal, not in the human body, but the I am presence that I can be aware of. And I think we all have access to this. So it's to me it's exciting. It helps show the way that no matter what things may look like, we can find a solution for anything, and that to me makes it worthwhile, relevant, and practical. So it's
Mm.
not just some lofty ivory tower spirituality, but it's every day. It's the way we move through life.